Hey guys, I'm Tash. I'm on the corporate reputation management stream. I'm currently placed with Hall & Partners in Bankside, who are a research agency. They're a global agency. They focus on quantitative research, and I'm placed with one of their quant teams. I'm working on BA, Weetabix, Freeview, and I've also done a bit of work with one of the qual teams on Porsche, looking at how consumers in LA and Boston respond to Porsche as a brand, which is really, really interesting. Got some very funny quotes from those sessions. So my first placement was with Fleishman Hillard. They are a global public relations and marketing agency. I sat within their corporate team and worked with some incredibly impressive clients across financial services, energy sector, worked with an executive search company. And actually, a lot of my time at FH was spent working on new business, and a lot of their new biz briefs are really big global briefs because of the nature of their company. So that was really interesting to look at how some of those really big players in Omnicom deal with those big global briefs and kind of farm out some of the work to the different markets and how they adapt UK strategy for those local markets and the local media there, and obviously different consumers, different corporations, different perceptions of those companies. So that was really interesting. Fleishman Hillard also kind of, as one of those big players in Omnicom, collaborate with other Omnicom agencies. So Amy's now at Siegel & Gale, and I did the PR for Siegel & Gale, their Global Brand Simplicity Index. So we were kind of getting those in the national papers and generating buzz around that index. Which was really, really cool to collaborate with another agency, especially one that is kind of part of the DAS scheme. Secondly, I went to Portland. So they are smaller and a much younger agency. They were founded by Tim Allen, who is a former advisor to Tony Blair, and they're based on the Strand. They're a very kind of ambitious agency. They only recently came under the Omnicom umbrella, and they have an amazing client roster. I got to work on a real variety of clients, but some big names in the kind of insurance industry, the FMCG sector, like a big law firm, and I kind of put my hand to public affairs, corporate and digital, but that all sat within the CCPA team, the corporate comms and public affairs team. And I also worked on a big new biz pitch for a major telecoms company, which was very eye-opening and really interesting to see how the corporate comms and public affairs elements intertwine and play together. So in terms of how you're engaging with MPs and like the political sphere, as well as how you're engaging with journalists and working out that kind of strategic messaging for all of the top executives in the company and how you really want to position yourself as a corporation. So that was a really interesting new biz pitch to be part of. We've also, towards the end of my time at Portland, me, Dec, Amy and Shreya got involved in their recruitment, which was really, really good fun, and kind of really rewarding to be there for the grads or the prospective grads and applicants to answer their questions just in the same way as the year above had done for us. That was quite cool. Although quite nerve-wracking, and when we were in the room we kind of felt like we were almost there being assessed, but it's really, really nice to be a year on and to already have learned so much. And yeah, we can't wait to get to know the new grads, Tanya, Lucy, Ella and Katie, and kind of really help them with their journey and learn more from our third placement and from the next two coming up. Thanks, bye guys.